Hello guys, how we doing? Phil Kent here, and just starting day 2 of my video challenge and 50-day challenge. Don't know what I'm talking about. I decided to start it myself yesterday. I've already had a couple of people want to jump on board and get involved as well. So it's a 50-day challenge, and the reason you do things like this, it creates an instant routine, creates yourself a bit of momentum, and just helps to build your social media presence and things like that. So it's involved doing a Facebook Live and also making sure you post either the same live over to some other social media channels or just doing a video short or something and throwing it onto there as well. But the idea is that do a Facebook Live every day, turn up every day and get this momentum going, because it makes so much difference. Now, if you can get your social media presence up and running, and trust me, with Facebook, they love people that do live videos on a regular basis. It's going to help get your content seen, help get your engagement up and things like that. So yesterday I started out, I did a short video. They're only going to be about 5, 6, 7 minutes long. And I also uploaded the same video up into the social media channels. The software I'm using is able to stream this one now live to Facebook and YouTube at the same time, so it saves a bit of time there. I might do a couple of little shorts later on. I also want to cover any sort of quick subjects and grab any comments that do come through, and just sort of go from there. So I was going to touch on a subject that was covered the other day by myself on one of the posts, and this sort of touches on the thing that people come into this industry, they want the results, but without the effort. And it's so common to see. And a lot of it is just about sort of showing up and putting the effort in like you would do anything else. If you're in a job or a workplace, you still got to, turn up and put the effort in. Because myself and other marketers truly know this from experience, because we see it all the time, and the ones generally that aren't getting the results are the ones pretty much that are just not doing anything. And, I'm currently with the OLSP program, as a lot of you may know, and there's parts to it. There's all the training modules. I might show you them in a minute. And there's also other parts, where you get live Zoom calls, you get live training calls, you get what's called a huddle call, where you can get together and ask questions and stuff like that. And generally speaking, we see the same people there. Okay, and that is generally what happens. You get the same people turning up because, like we said, people want the results, but they want it without the effort. And that's where things start to go wrong. So if you're going to come on board and want to make a business work for yourself, you've got to put in the right mindset and the right attitude, because it's known quite throughout, I've known it throughout. It's known as the employee mindset. And basically, if you've got either an entrepreneur mindset or you've got an employee mindset, okay, and those that come into the space with the employee mindset, as I like to call it, definitely, they just pretty much want to turn up like the employee does. Yeah, they want to turn up, clock in, do their best to look busy, get their wages, go home. That's the current sort of average employee mindset. Unfortunately, the online space, it's just not going to work for you like that. It's not going to work for you without putting in the effort and stuff like that, because that mindset and that approach will keep you broke and you won't get results. It's as simple as that. Because too many of these online programs, if they're talking about teaching you affiliate marketing and things like that, what they basically tell you to do, because there's a very sort of generalized space around a lot of these programs. You get these $7 miracle programs, and don't get me wrong, some of the value inside these $7 programs can be quite good, but that's the idea of it, because they want to hook you in with their value, thinking, hey, this is a really great course, but they're never going to show you everything. They're never going to teach you everything, and they're going to hold back on all the training, because what they want you to do eventually at some point, once you sort of get to the end of that $7 course, they want you to pay sort of $2,000 or more to access the master stuff, the blueprints or whatever they want to call them, and stuff like that. And unfortunately, that's so common in this online space, because you got to have the mindset, and you've got to have the training and everything else available. Okay, so the entrepreneur mindset will be completely different. You need to sort of compare it to the employee mindset. You're going to turn up, you're going to make sure that you're being productive in what you're doing, because it's too easy to lose yourself on that Facebook timeline, So you've got to be productive. You've got to be making posts. You've got to find out about generating as much traffic as you can. You've got to be split testing, following up your leads on a regular basis, getting that routine. I bang on about this all the time. Get a routine that creates that daily consistent action so you get to where you're going to be. Going through the training, turning up for the Zoom calls, turning up for the huddle calls inside OLSP and stuff like that. People turning up, because I've seen it since I've been there. People message me all the time, how are you getting your results? How are you getting so many results so fast? It's because I turn up. I've gone through all the training modules, every single one of them. Some I've watched over again. I turn up for the Zoom calls. I turn up for the huddle calls. I'm not sure about anything, I ask. And it's the same people. And the ones that are there generally are the ones that are earning more than everybody else in the program. It doesn't take rocket science to work it out. So these are the things you've got to be doing. You've got to be sort of turning up and doing things like that. So I'm dropping backwards and forwards in between the software and stuff. Hi, Ills, talking about, I've got a superstar with me. Okay. Yes. Let's have a look. Yes. Blueprints without any guidance. That's horrible. It's such a good point, Ills, and they do, because that is how they work. People think these $7 programs are wonderful, which they are. They're packed with value initially. People think they're getting this great deal, but you're never getting the full package because you've got to pay for the full package. And that's as simple as it is. I spoke earlier about doing the 50-day challenge. Ilse joined me yesterday. She started her own challenge. So make sure you check out her channel. Make sure you check out her Facebook and her TikTok and everything else, because she's going to be rocking it as well. She said, that's, I've got to, which is good, because it's always better to have more than one person. You get more than one person, you can bounce off each other and things like that. And you can make sure you can make yourself accountable. And that's what it's all about. Or keeping up with our comments. We all do rocking it. That's exactly right. We all do rocking it. So make sure you check out Els as well. A bit of general support, and because trust me, guys, I did this about sort of 3 or 4 years back. I actually did a 100-day challenge, and my Facebook engagement went from sort of zero, literally. Well, I had hardly anything. And it just exploded. By the end of my 100 days, I was also adding friends and connecting the rest of it. But I put a screenshot in the small chat box that it was put together yesterday. And I screenshotted just one of the posts that I had at that time I was doing it. And it had some crazy amount of shares. It had over 200 comments. And it was just a simple photo post asking people to comment yes or no, do they agree? The engagement goes through the roof because Facebook love all this stuff. They love the engagement. They love the things like that. So getting back to what I was just speaking about, you got to adapt the right attitude, the right mindset is massive. You always hear me bang on about that one quite a lot. The entrepreneur mindset, it's when I've been with OLSP sort of 2 months, and I'm just about hitting the $2,000 mark, and I can now answer as many questions about OLSP than more questions than people know who've been in it for a year. And the reason being is because I jumped in, I turned up, I found out what it was, I found out how the dashboard was, I found out where things were, where the trainings were, where the products were, and everything else. And I wanted the knowledge, and I wanted to learn, and I wanted to find out what's it going to take to become successful with this program. And one of the people I spoke to you about earlier, is on the call now, Ilse. I mean, when I turn up at the Zoom calls, Ilse is there. When I turn up at the huddle calls, Ilse is there. She's one of the people doing ever so well, and like she said, we help each other and keeping us accountable. It's the same people that turn up get the results. It really is not rocket science, and people were getting back to the subject of the post where I started out. People want the results, without putting in the effort, and it's just not going to happen. You've got to turn up, you've got to put in the effort, put in the hours, and do what it takes to make it work. Hey, Els, you can jump on if you like. I'll grab you a link. It's up to you. You can jump on right now. I'll put her right on the spot now and see if she wants to sort of jump on the live. Do you want to jump on, Els? Let me know, and I'll get you a link out. Give her a couple of minutes to answer that, because this live feed is a little bit behind. A little bit behind the software that I'm using. She said, yes, okay. Give me a minute. She said, yes. Well, I'm going to, just bear with me a minute, guys. I'm going to get a link over. She said, let me jump on. So just bear with me while I shoot over to my messenger, because I've got to drop a link in to those. Ilse, I'm going to be jumping. I'm going to drop a link into your chat box. There we go. Go back. Okay, Ilse, I've just dropped you a link into your message box on Facebook. So if you click that, I'll be able to see when you're here. So grab over to your inbox on Facebook, and I've jumped you a link to join in. So go check it out. I'll give you a couple of minutes, and I should hopefully see you appear, and I'll be able to add you in here. So getting back to what we were saying, guys, what I will do while I'm waiting for Ilse to turn up. Oh, look, she's here already. She's super speedy. Going to bring Ilse in. Let's just get the comment bit out of the way. Let me jump on. All right, here we go. Rocking and rolling.
Oh, here you are. Hey.
How we doing? I've got to put my ears on now because I can't hear you. 1 second. Yeah. How we doing, Ilse?
Oh, I'm doing great. How do you do that? You have to teach me. There are certain things, technical things that you are very good at, and I don't. So you really have to.
I'll tell you, this software is very, very good, Ilse. It's quite cheap. It's a reasonably monthly price. The reason I use it is because you can do things like this. So I can have actually up to 10 people on here, and you can just throw them a link and get them straight on, which is quite good. Also, it automatically connects with like my Facebook timeline, YouTube, my own group, and you can do a live and it will go to all 3 places at once. You know, so it's fabulous, and you can put and you can put all this writing, and you can put banners, and you can write up what you want on the bottom. You know,
marvelous.
So Ilse, let's have a quick Q&A with Ilse, because we've actually never chatted like this before.
Oh,
so so I'm gonna put you right on the spot. Now, Ilse is really good. What we were just talking about, Ilse, you can add your own input. Is we know that when we turn up at the Zoom calls or the huddles with Robert, it's the same people there, and generally speaking, you know, those that are there are the ones that are earning well with the program. You know. Yes. And I've got, you know, a few dominators like yourself, etc. And as yet, not one of them has turned up. You know, and this is what happens. They're missing out. You tell them, turn up at the calls, turn up at the Zoom calls, get on the lives with Wayne and stuff like that. And I'm sure you would agree, would you not?
Yeah, I do. Not only that, because all the questions you have, you can throw them in. Robert is there. He's very gentle with giving those informations, very accurate how to do it, and you can see everybody who's in there, and you can learn to connect with everyone. I do connect not only with my upper, because he's too busy. He's an elite. But I connect with you. I connect with Dr. M. I connect with Leslie, with everybody, and we help each other out. We do.
Exactly. You know, and it's the quickest way to get the best answers as well, isn't it? You know, because you're talking with people, like you said. There's, you know, when we get I think one of the best ones is the Dominator call with Wayne. Yeah. You know, you can ask Wayne directly. You know, and you've got Dominators there and VIP members there. I mean, and you're not going to get better than that. There's very few programs that I've been in before, and you probably yourself, that have someone like Wayne at the threshold, you know, who is just so hands-on. He's so involved. His knowledge is second to none. And if you're not sure, get on the call with him on a Friday and ask him direct. You know, how good is that? How valuable is that? You know, his time is worth how much, and he shares it with us.
5 figures.
Gotta be. You know, if he was to charge someone for an hour call, you know, that's how precious it is, and it's really good. So, what I liked about you yesterday is when I didn't actually announce to anybody really about my 50-day challenge. I just thought, you know what, I'm going to do a 50-day challenge, and I did me live and I posted it onto TikTok, and bang, you come straight into my inbox and said, "Hey, can I join in?" You know, and I thought absolutely, because it is better when you have more, because, like, as you said earlier, you become more accountable. You know,
that's why,
and it makes such a difference. It really does. And you brought in your friend. Is that one of your team members?
No. He's one of my VIPs. I'm a VIP, and he is in there too. And again, Chris Mail. He said, I want to have an accountability partner. And I must say, and Wayne says, "Yes, I was like, okay, me. I do that with my team too, huh? Having a call. Did you do your post today? No. Get 5 minutes, call me back.
Yes,
Easy.
it makes
5
such a
minutes.
difference. It does make such a difference. It makes such an impact. Like I said, I did this big one about 3 or 4 years ago because my Facebook at the time was dead. I mean, if I made a
Yeah.
post, I got a couple of likes and all the rest of it. And I thought, I've got to do something about this. So I set this huge challenge where I removed tons of my Facebook friends because I had all this sort of deadwood that wasn't doing anything that I'd never spoken to. So I had a massive clear out. And I started doing the lives. I was doing a live every day. I was doing posts every day. And over 3 months, my thing literally went through the roof. I mean, my engagement literally skyrocketed. I mean, I don't know if you saw the photo I dropped in our little chat box yesterday. I dropped it in for Chris. If you go and have a look at it, because
Yes.
I showed a screen of just one post, which was just a simple question. Real friends are better than fake friends. This got over God knows how many shares. It got over 200 comments, and this was typical of all of my engagement. And people saying, "Oh, are you paying for your like?" I said, "No, this is just pure organic." It had gone literally skyrocketed. It almost got too much because I spend nearly all day answering comments.
I did that once too.
Yeah, you couldn't do it. Hi, James. How are you doing? I was going to jump. I was just seeing James say hi. See, James is a brilliant example. James, I don't know if on the Zoom call on Friday, we were talking about James. You might not know who I was talking about. This is my latest. This is my latest VIP, and what this shows you is the importance of follow up, because James joined about sort of 3 or 4 weeks back, and he came straight in. He bought the magic link, but then he sort of didn't do sort of much after that. He had a few things that he had to sort out himself. He had his work commitments, and he just sort of went quiet and couldn't sort of do too much. But I followed up with him, every sort of 2-3 days, just dropped him a message. Hey, James, how you doing? Kept that contact, and it is crucial to keep this follow up, to keep him. And then literally, he saw the last live training that Wayne did. And he just went, wow, this is something else. And I was sitting there a week ago, I think it was last Sunday evening, and James messaged me and said, Phil, I want to upgrade. I want to become Dominator. Just like that, and I said, great, we'll sort it out. I gave him the discount link because he comes straight to me. 3 days later, he's VIP. Now, this is where we go back to the importance of follow-up, which I know you do. If I just left him and thought, oh, he's not interested, and he's answering me a question, then he would have just probably gone chasing a shiny object or done something else. I'm sure you do that yourself. Do you want to add to that?
Yeah, it is in building your teams from now on. It's not getting those leads in. That's wonderful, perfect, but they will be stranded. They won't become a member, or they become a member and stranded again. No, give your follow-up, build your team, get that knowledge yourself, and give the knowledge further on. And James now VIP, he will see so much more. He will be in our masterminds at Fridays.
He worried he was going to lose me at one point, and then I said, "Oh, you won't get rid of me that easily." And I said, "Oh, you'll be stuck with me forever." And I said, "I'll stay connected to him." But I did. I called him on Friday, and I said to him, "Look, trust me, things are going to get." He's just made a massive decision for his own future. And I said, "What you're going to start seeing and getting involved with the VIPs," I said, because I know quite a few VIPs now, including yourself and Robert and all the rest of them, and they all love it. I mean, I've been in programs before where I'm sure you have, where they've bought an upgraded package and they feel so let down, they feel so disappointed, they feel out of pocket. It's not like that here, is it? People are just they're buzzing with excitement, and and so many people are earning with the program.
And the one-on-ones you can get with Wayne and Anik and everybody else. We're helping out. Now it's something I was getting on with the events. I was wondering in my Facebook with those events, how do they come in my vision? And there are that in there. So how can I bend it into something like getting leads or referrals or something like that? And I figured it out, and that's something I will share in the groups, because it's all about us. It's not all about you or your little team or a bigger team. It's all about OLSP. If OLSP does good, we're doing good, and you will see Wayne will flourish, and he's giving away so much and much more in the future. that yeah, it's certainly a good thing to be one dominator. VIP is ultimate. You but a dominator is a great place to be, to see, to learn, to engage,
Definitely.
to connect.
Definitely. I mean, when I came through and saw the program, I mean, I literally upgraded to Dominator on the day I joined, because I just thought, boom, I thought, yeah, this is something else. And I wanted to make sure that I was positioned in the right place from the start, you know, and that was part of it, because and I've said this to the Dominators that have come through me, you know, I've said to them, you know, don't sit on it, you know, because, you know, it's just this is not me selling it. If you want to think about it, hey, great. And I said, because do not think that somebody won't upgrade. I'm sure you've had it, Ilse. I mean, I've had two now that upgraded overnight that I didn't even think were going to do anything. And you wake up in the morning and they go, wow, they dominate. Yeah, the dominators. Wow, you know, because, and this is when I say to people, if you're thinking about it, do it, because if you do not upgrade, you're going to lose that to the next dominator above you, and you're going to lose out on so much money. So it's crazy. I mean, James just said thank you for your kind words, Phil. You're welcome. It was, instead of me telling him, you can say to James, how is life going to change now for him as a
Epic.
So
yeah.
you can tell him what I can't tell him at the moment. So
yeah, it's going to change. Yeah, and that we are with VIP. There are 30-ish that always are in those calls in the masterminds, and Wayne is in there, Robert's in there, and we are really like brainstorming through things and asking us why some things are not working, and we're working it out in those masterminds. It's like you're a director of a company. You're the master of how to do stuff in your community that you are building up yourself.
Definitely. I'll just go. Ian's just jumped on. What program is this? We're talking about the OLSP Academy. If you check out my
jump on Ken. He will tell you everything about it. He knows.
Check out my timeline. Reach out to me. Drop me a message in after the call, and you know, I'll answer any questions you have. You know, and see if it's a good fit for what you're looking for at the moment, and then we can go from there. James said, I have to go. I'll need your help again later on with setting up. No problem, James. You know, I'll help you. I've got all the time in the world. Just drop me a message and we'll go through things, or we'll get on a call and help you set up. No problem. Thanks for jumping on. But that's what it's all about, because even though he's sort of gone to the VIP, I said I'll still help him. Drop me a message. It's what it's all about. You know, it's like you said earlier. It's accountability. It's helping each other out. We want everybody to do well. We don't want people just sort of come on board and sort of be a numbers game.
No.
You know, Ian said thank you. You're welcome here. Yeah, just drop me a message, and we'll connect up, and I'll run through things for you. No problem whatsoever. So. Is there anything else you want to cover? Because we got a few watching. We've got a few dropping in comments. Anybody else?
Are there any questions?
We've got Mr. MB watching now. Look, we've got royalty in the house.
Come in.
I've just looked down. Look,
here he is.
MB, would you like to join us? Give me a shout if you want to join us, and I can get you a link.
Yeah, come on, Dr. M. Challenge. You are having fun without me. Miss you guys.
MB, I can get you a link to join. Do you want to join us? I'll drop it in your inbox. Let me know. Oh, he's at work. He can't. Oh,
Yeah.
there we go. So I've got my phone. I can see.
Sorry.
I can see he's pop. I can see he's watching. Never mind. It's his own.
Yeah, he's
He's
also the
missing
ones
out.
that are helping a lot, and we're helping each other out, huh? Next
Time,
surely.
surely. Definitely. So brilliant. So this is what it's all about. This is the community we're involved in.
Yeah.
You know, if MB was at home or whatever, he'd just jump on. It's one. That's what I like about it. You know, is everyone sort of helps each other out,
Yes.
and you know they want everybody to do well. It's not a case of we've all been involved in the program as where people are just a number to people. They just get that person on board. That's it. Got them. Next person, and they don't care.
That's just sharing a link and say, yeah, just go on with it, and that's not a program in my eyes. Just sharing a link.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to keep MB to that, Eels. We're going to keep that. So I'm going to try and do my lives around about this time of day. It's just coming up to 3 o'clock here. So around about sort of 2 o'clock my time ish. I don't know what time you are there.
I'm only 1 hour later than you.
Okay, so so 2 p.m. my time, between 2 and 2:30 p.m. my time is my sort of schedule. If you want to find out about this software, I'll tell you because it's great for doing this. I can jump on yours then. You see? Yeah, you see, it's pretty good. You can put all the stuff down at the bottom. It's really good. You know,
I've seen it. It's very nice.
It makes it so much more interactive because you can bring up people's comments and things like that. So we'll have to get Wayne on next. That'd be so. You know,
oh my God, yes.
Yeah, so Wayne, we're going live. Are you joining us? You know, see if you can spare us 5 minutes.
Yes, just jump on. He would like that. Yeah.
He probably would, you know, because he loves the lives. He loves the lives.
He loves it.
Yes, if anybody else is out there and they want to jump in and just ask a question, hey, feel free. Just drop it in the comments and we'll grab you on. I can get anybody on.
Do we have somebody else?
Have you got anybody you're in? I can't see anybody else on my end at the moment. I've got Ian and MB. So is there anything else you would like to add? Eels? You know, if somebody, you know, if somebody, I'll throw it on yours out. If somebody's looking, because there's so much garbage out there, as we both know. There's so many poor programs out there.
Yeah.
You know, I've been on and off online for about 15 years on and off, and we know there's so much crap out there. There is, you know. If somebody was seriously thinking of taking a look, what would you say to somebody? What's the difference between OLSP and X program, whatever it is? What stood out for you? What made you join it?
Does it have a community, a Facebook community? What are the results? Look at those Facebook posts and the results they're in. Are they coming in from results that are very old or new ones? Do have a look and see who's befriending. Are there people that have a lot of other things going on or just this? Like we have on our Facebook only OLSP. We don't do other programs in our Facebook post. How committed are they? Ask.
I just said I'm going to bring Tim's question up because Tim's someone I've only just been chatting to just today. So he's got a new, but he's completely new to the affiliate marketing scene, and you know he's completely new to wanting to. You know, we've had a few chats on Messenger, and he's been quite good. He's been saying he's opened up to me a little bit, and he's so typical of so many people out there. He thinks he's missed out on so many things that he should be doing with his family and all the rest of it, and he's just looking for something that will give him that opportunity to do things better. And I said to him, well, this is. You know, I'm not going to sit and try and sell you the program, but you're definitely on the right vehicle if you want to do that. Now, he's just dropped that question. What's the biggest you've learned after starting this journey? Tim, do you mean the affiliate marketing journey in general, or do you mean the OLSP program? If you can drop that in and we'll try and clarify that. Is it a general question regarding this program, or is it generally for affiliate marketing in general? Because then myself and Ilse can both answer that. I mean, the difference I've seen, because I've been on, okay, he's answered both, so he's going to make it more difficult for us to answer. Okay, so we're going to go for both. So he wants both for OLSP and affiliate marketing. So, well, basically, I've been online for about 15 years on and off. I've seen my fair share of crap. I've had some quite good programs, but I've had some, I mean, I've never been scammed, unfortunately, but I do know some very good online friends of mine who have lost thousands. Literally, they've been pulled in. So that's our biggest lesson you got to learn, is make sure you do your due diligence, especially if you're dealing with people on Facebook. I chatted to this about with Tim in Messenger earlier. You know, if somebody pops up on Facebook and wants to help you, first things first, go and look at their profile. You know, how long have they had that account for? How long have they been around for? How many Facebook friends they've got? It doesn't take long. If you've got a brand new Facebook account, or someone's got a handful of friends, etc., stay away, because that account's probably going to disappear as quickly as it made. It's probably not even there. It's probably a cloned account or whatever. It's a fake account. You've got to make sure that you know who you're dealing with. If you go and check out my profile or Ilse's profile or anybody else, you'll see that we're around all the time. We're open. We're sharing what we're doing. And so that's the first biggest issue. You've got to make sure that you're connecting with the right people and the right programs. They've got your best interests at heart, because a lot of people, they just want to take your money and disappear. You know? And then when you come into OLSP, it's like a whole new world. Because I stepped back for a little while, because I had one program which I was doing exceptionally well in. The reason I joined it was because it was a good online friend of mine that I'd known for a long, long time. Fortunately, I didn't have tons of money tied up in it, but I was bringing in people left, right, and centre. And then his business partner just decided enough was enough, and overnight the company disappeared. You know, with everything. I mean, luckily I didn't lose a great ton of money or anything like that, but it just shows the danger of the industry, where you think you're in really good hands. I mean, it wasn't my good online friend; it was actually his business partner that did it. But it just shows you that the biggest lesson, to answer your question, Tim, is make sure you're connecting with the right people, the right programs, because it's so easy to get drawn in. People who come on board with OLSP, when I was introduced to OLSP via Jesse, I saw the difference just instantly. You know, you get involved with the program, you see Wayne, and it's kind of a no-brainer. You know, and Ilse, do you want to add your bit on answering what lessons have you starting your affiliate marketing journey and starting OLSP? What's been
my journey started just a little bit when I was in my depression. I am a CFO for 30 years, finance. I was a consultant, did many of those businesses, so business-wise I know a lot. But every time my projects ended, I saw people leaving the company, because those CEOs did just the same thing as before, and people got fed up and left. That hurts. So the last time it was COVID that hit. The communication between everybody is very hard when you're not used to go online, and it hit me. It was just one moment that hit me, and I said to myself, what am I doing? I'm not happy about this. I'm not going to work much more. It will kill me at the end, because I wasn't sleeping. I didn't have the community I was into to get that engagement of working and knowing what's about with everybody in the private surroundings. That's something I learned to ask. How is your day? How is your mom? How is your dad? How are the children? Nothing. And everything went black. After a while, crawling out of that, I was searching to do something online, because COVID was still there. I want to work. I didn't get the green card of the doctors to do so, but I'm a workaholic. Who's gonna stop me? Only myself. And the program I rolled in. First it was another program, but the blueprint. And then afterwards, I saw a community, a warm community. I've been in there. Yeah, still am. And the next program was OLSP, and it was like, oh my God, this has so much more. The following is so much more, because not of my upper line stupidity, but other people around it. I was like, yes, this feels good, and I can do so much more with this. It rolled in, just doing it. I'm also a coach on my own. I have only 3 C's that I do. That is consistency, connection, and curiosity. Create those 3 things, and you will do well in affiliate marketing.
There we go. I hope that answers your questions. You've got 2 completely different people, and it is so different. It is so different. And yes. I mean, I knew straight away that this is the real deal. The community, the people. When you meet Wayne, you see his energy and enthusiasm. And Wayne, he's the owner of OLSP for people who don't know. Yeah. And he doesn't need to be doing what he's doing. Does it yours? He has no reason to realistically be doing what he's doing, but because he's got so much passion for the program and he wants everybody to earn well, that's why he does what he does. He really does. And when you see that, I've never known an owner or a program get so involved, ever, never.
No.
You're lucky if you even see them, let alone even hear from them.
Yeah, they hide, huh?
They do, and you can even shoot a message. You may take a day sometimes to answer, but he always answers. He'll always get back to you and answer you. And it's just the entire sort of the entire thing together. So, anybody else got any questions? Drop them in, because you got a rock star with us today. But
he's saying that. Yeah.
We nearly had MB as well, so I'm going to try and stick it to the same time every day. It will be about 2 p.m. between 2 and 2:30 p.m. my time, which is, do you say you're an hour in front where you are? Yeah. So that would be between 3 and 3:30 your time, and I'll be on. And if you let me know when you'll do your lives, I'll try and jump on.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'll show you. I'll show you this software as well, which is pretty cool. Yeah, it's so cool. There is a free plan, but you can't do much with a free plan like anything.
No,
you need just the next one up. You don't need the top one. But also you can actually have up to sort of 10 people, so it's pretty good. You get people. If we'd had MB available, not at work, he might have jumped on with us. But we'll see if we can grab Robert next time.
Oh yeah, what about
I call him Mr. Knowledge. He's like the knowledgeable man. So you can just shoot him a question, and he's like an OLSP. He's like the OLSP encyclopedia, isn't he?
He is. He
comes straight back with the question, with the answer to. Oh, I know that. That's
I will show you, and he shows it. It's wonderful.
He does. Yeah. So this has been really good. This was only going to be a quick 5 or 6 minute live for me, but hey, you've made it so much better. We're at sort of 38 minutes now. It's been pretty good. So if anybody else has got any questions, we'll give it another minute. We'll throw something out. Is there anything else you want to add, Ilse, before we wrap it up?
Half an hour now.
Half an hour. You've been great. You've been what a superstar. So we've had a few questions come in. So. Hey, anybody else? So thanks for joining me, Ilse. What an absolute star you've been. An absolute star. And I hope anybody watching has enjoyed what we've presented. This is going to be every day for me. I'll be doing a live. If Ilse is around, I'm sure she'll jump on and share some value. So have a great day, people. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next live. Thank you, Ilse.
See you later.
Take care.